Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out another comedian. This guy is very funny. I met him out in the Venice Boardwalk, and he's been performing in the Venice Boardwalk for quite some time. He loves the stage time. He made his debut for Bradley and Friends last month, and he's back this month because he's very funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stanley Atkins. The reason you hear people laughing is because last time I left it right in front of you, and the whole show they thought this was telling jokes. So I took care of that. Real quick, I know this is comedy, but original poem I wanted to do before we got going. So just to get you guys in the mood. Let's chill here. I don't want y'all niggas at my game. I don't want y'all niggas on Instagram. Donald Sterling. Thank you. It's funny. I mean, it's racism out there, but I laugh at it. The poor guy's 1,002, so you know he's on his way out. Cut him some slack, give him a chance. Right. I just thought the funniest part was when he encouraged his girlfriend to fuck Magic Johnson. I'm not the smartest person, but if I'm going to encourage my girlfriend to fuck anybody, it's not going to be Magic Johnson. That's just me. I'm going to have to, maybe Michael Jordan, Kobe. I don't know about Magic. I think that was the issue right there. But, you know, I think we all have unintentional racism. Like the other day I was in Ralph's shopping. This elderly white lady tapped me on the shoulder. She said, "Excuse me, Sonny." I said, "Yes, little elderly white lady." She said, "How do you know when watermelons are ripe?" I came here for trail mix. Really? It's ridiculous, but if you ask Vaughn outside, he cuts them for you and he puts them in a bag, puts pepper in there, shakes it up. He's a real good guy. You can try it sometime. But no, I kid. But seriously, it's just, I'm not that guy. I'm not confrontational when it comes to racism. Like, I'm not that black guy that's going to defend everybody's blackness. I was in the post office the other day. It was me and another black guy. The other black guy must have been having a bad day. I don't know. His check didn't come in. Whatever the reason was, he was very upset. So in line, he proceeded to argue with another white guy, and he said, "Look here, fuck you, cracker. You're the reason the world's all fucked up. Ain't that right, brother?" I was stuck. So at that point, he walked out, and it was just me and a bunch of white people. So I did all I knew I could do. I said, "Niggas." Can I get a stamp? Oh, you only have Confederate flags? It's cool. General Lee is a hero to me. I panicked. So I did what I had to do.
Speak the truth, brother. Speak the truth.
General Lee. Weren't too kind to black people. But growing up, to be honest with you, the envy was Hispanic people. The reason I envied Hispanic people was because they could live in their house forever and nobody got kicked out. My mom tried to kick me out since I was 10. She would walk by, she'd be like, "You know, when you're 18, you're out." I'd be like, "Mom, I'm 10. You're 12 now. 6 more years and you're out." I'm like, I was like, "Juan down the street, he's been living there. He's 37 years old. He gives me some of the best advice, and he's never getting kicked out." She said, "Well, you can go live down there with Juan." I said, "I would, but they're all in the room right now." But no, the other cool thing about that was no one ever breaks in Hispanic people's homes because somebody's always there. You never hear somebody break in. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't think anybody was home. I apologize. But no, so just to clear everything, because you guys kind of look at me like, "Damn, this guy always talks about race." I'm a quarter white. Grandma was white, 100%. Mom's half, even though she'll tell you she's not. I'm a quarter. My oldest son is half white. So I feel like I'm a great advisor to black-white relations. I feel like if anybody can talk about it, if anybody can help out the situation, it would be me. When Obama runs into these black-white situations, he needs to call me and let me assist him and help him with the situation. I can tell him how to talk. I know how to speak white people. I haven't had a license for about 3 years. I drive all over the place. My key to success is every time I get pulled over, I impersonate a hysterical white woman. Sir, did you know your license was suspended? My God! I did not know that. But deep down inside, I did know that. It works every once in a while, but I live in Culver City, so I'm bound to run into the same cop. So when he rolls down the window, I'm like, don't even start, Stan. You know your license is suspended, you know the routine, let's get out, let's get this thing going. But not that stereotypically I go to jail a lot. I don't want you guys to get that impression about me. I've only been twice. But no, my only issue is, and when I become non-black, it's on game shows. I feel like, no offense to black people, but we don't belong on game shows. And I know a lot of you think about the Wheel of Fortune guy. He's not even the worst of the guys that I've ever seen. They have a show, a whole network dedicated to old TV shows. So I'm watching the old Price is Right with Bob Barker on it. So Bob Barker comes out there, and it's a television on there, a color television. So it's 3 white guys and a black guy out there. So Bob is like, guess the retail price of this beautiful television. First white guy's like, I saw that at Sears, Bob. I'm gonna go with $1,500. Next guy to him, I'll go $1,501. Third white guy goes, you know what, $1,502, Bob. Gets to the black guy. I'm like, he should. The problem with black people is we don't know retail value. We know how much we can get it for. Right. But we don't know the retail value. Preach it, right? So he gets to the black guy and he's like, Jerome, how much for the TV? I was the only black guy at the time. So Jerome looks up, he says, $35 a week, Bob, $35 a week. I said, did you just quote Winston? And then when I thought it had got bad enough, I turned and now they're showing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, I'm watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There's a black guy on there. He's one question away from $1 million. I can't even make this up. So Regis asked him, he says, who was the first person that died in the book Romeo and Juliet? Now, most of us, it's down to 2 people, we know that for sure. He had used all his lifelines except for the phone call. So when Regis asked him, he said, who was the first person to die in the book Romeo and Juliet? I knew he was in trouble because the first thing he did was look down. When you look down, that means that you're trying to think and you don't know the answer. So he looked down, looked back at Regis, looked back down, looked up at Regis. He said, I don't know that shit. And Regis was like, oh, we're on TV, but you have one more lifeline. You can call someone. So without hesitation, he said, oh, okay. Yeah, Regis, I know who you can call. You can call my cousin. Cousin? So Regis, they dialed. The first time, I guess he hadn't had enough minutes on his Boost Mobile, so it didn't go through. He said, no, Regis, I just text him, call back. So a couple minutes later, they call back, so his cousin answers the phone. So with a straight face, not even thinking about the $1 million he's gonna lose, he said, hey, I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He's like, I'm on national TV. Oh, really? Yeah. He's like, they asked me some dumbass question. I know I don't know the answer. I know you don't know the answer. So take this time to promote your album. And on cue, he was like, hey, yo, that new cheesecake coming out next month. Got that new album, that new mixtape. It's called Solomon and Asparagus. I said, Solomon and Asparagus? Is he talking about salmon and asparagus? Oh, damn. We'll work on colors tomorrow. It was wrong about sound. I normally don't do this long. Brad just asked me, he was like, I need a black comic to fill in. He was like, normally when you come, a lot of people come out with you and they drink a lot of the dark liquor. I don't judge Brad. I don't judge him. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'm on my way out of here. Thank you guys for coming.